is off to a hot start. Calley Means is the co-founder of TruMed and co-author of Good Energy, and he joins me now. Calley, so is Scott Gottlieb right? Is the RFK agenda going to kill children?
Well, let's be really clear of what has hurt trust among our public health authorities. It's not Bobby Kennedy and RFK making it a preeminent campaign promise to figure out why kids in America are getting so uniquely sick. It's this revolving door that sends people direct from the FDA to the Pfizer boardroom, like Mr. Gottlieb. It's a medical philosophy that looks at a 50% of teens being overweight and says, let's standard of care make Ozempic jabs for everyone, not look at what they're eating. It's this public health authorities that blacklisted, people that question why we're locking people up, people that questioned pharmaceutical products. Now we're on the verge with President Trump's leadership, with Bobby Kennedy, with real warriors like Jay Bhattacharya, that same person who was blacklisted 4 years ago, Monty McCary at the FDA. We're on the verge of a golden age of health. And the key thing that Bobby Kennedy and President Trump are saying is, let's look at chronic disease. That's 90% of killers of Americans. We have the highest chronic disease rates of any country in the world. And they're going to reorient our public health authorities to ask why we're getting so sick.
I think it's really interesting. When I first started hearing about, beef tallow and raw milk, it was from all of my sort of left-wing crazy Democrat friends. And now it's all of my right-wing friends who are talking about beef tallow, the importance of raw milk, beef tallow, and all these other, sort of subversive ways of looking at the food culture.
I think we have a very interesting dovetail of the hippie left and now the MAGA Maha right. And I think the uniting force is there's been corruption. Bobby Kennedy and President Trump aren't trying to take the French fries away, the Coke away. But I think it is worth asking, why are McDonald's French fries, or why are Fruit Loops, or why our food in the United States has fundamentally different ingredients than in other countries? Why these industries have been able to co-opt our USDA guidelines. 19 of the 20 advisors on the USDA guidelines are paid for by food or pharma companies. The core tenet of what President Trump and Bobby Kennedy are saying is, let's get to gold star science. Does it make sense that there are 10,000 chemicals in our food that aren't allowed in European country? This is an anti-corruption agenda. It's getting Americans the truth agenda. It's a transparency agenda. And I think both sides could get behind that.
Well, you're up against a huge industry, but I'm hopeful and wish you the best of luck. Calley Means.
Thank you, sir.
Click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You won't get it anywhere else.